sitting back like the seats of an 86 Delta 88 coupe on D's and Bones, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Going live in a minute, Blizzard King. This is Winter Dennis Sperling Podcast. You are rocking with the realest black men represented. Ain't no lies, cause we winning. Catching flies, ain't no feelings. Uncle D, we the villain, baby. We just left the village, baby. Now we in them villas, baby. Dennis Sperling Podcast, tuning in, we get it, baby. You can hate the player, hate the game. We love all you haters. Hate watch, hate watch. Calling lovely ladies, hands on your knees. You can thank us later. We snatching the crowns off of queens. We obliterate them. Tell the truth, train the devil. They trying to eliminate us. You begging the sipping haters. Peeling layers off potatoes. Whoa. Southern Cadillac music like Outkast. Ain't jumping without bass. Dennis Sperling Podcast. Whoa. Southern Cadillac music like Outkast. Ain't jumping without bass. Dennis Sperling Podcast. Whoa.
We have to clean up what's going on in our house before we do anything else. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the broadcast. This is Dennis Sperling, the Blizzard King with the cold, hard truth. Look, ladies and gentlemen, okay, let's address it. Let me talk to you for a minute. A subject that many people want to shy away from. Relationships aren't playgrounds for the ego, entitlement, or selfishness, okay? They're partnerships. They require mutual effort. They require respect, accountability in order to thrive. And yet in today's world, we see a growing trend where people who want the benefits of love and stability without the responsibility to come with it. This isn't just a personal issue. It's a societal one. And the consequences of ignoring this truth are far-reaching. Today, I'm here to lay bare the real implications of engaging with a person who rejects structure, specifically a woman, because I talk to guys, all right? And that's what we do. But ladies, there's some messages in here for you. But normally it's not just structure, it's also accountability, right? And women see accountability like Superman sees kryptonite. But these are the foundational principles of a healthy relationship. If we don't recognize these red flags and act accordingly, we're setting ourselves up for a lifetime of emotional exhaustion, instability, and unfulfilled potential. Let's talk about why these dynamics matter and why men, as men, it's critical to hold the line and walk away from a chaos goblin. You know what I'm saying? I want that, right? You don't want it. You got to walk away from chaos, okay? Now, let me unpack this brutal honesty. Women who refuse, okay? She refuses accountability. She doesn't like structure. You in a relationship, that's an anchor dragging you into an emotional quicksand patch. And this isn't just about personality conflicts. It's about fundamental incompatibility with a future-oriented, mature woman. You understand? Relationships are inherently structured systems. They thrive on mutual respect, transparency, and compromise. And if one person opts out, then the entire relationship collapses into dysfunction and chaos. Somebody type chaos goblin in the chat room. See, there are real consequences to ignoring this warning. Imagine trying to build a life with someone who rejects the basic tenets of a relationship: accountability, communication, and respect. Every conversation becomes a battle. Every disagreement becomes a war. Without accountability, she shifts the blame for every issue on you. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself in a never-ending loop of apologizing for things you didn't even do just to maintain the peace. Let's take, for example, here's a scenario. You come home late from work because of a project deadline. And instead of understanding, she accuses you of neglecting her. But when she doesn't answer her phone for hours, you're labeled controlling. You're labeled controlling for asking where she was. The hypocrisy becomes unbearable. It erodes the trust and it erodes the respect over time. You got a woman who rejects structure and accountability. She's a liability, not an asset, brothers. You'll find yourself constantly drained emotionally and mentally trying to accommodate a woman who refuses to even meet you halfway. She'll demand the privileges of the relationship, your time, your money, your resources, your emotional labor, and she won't be contributing her fair share. And this imbalance is going to wear you down until there's nothing left. You're working hard. Picture yourself, because this happens too. You're working hard. Okay? You're trying to save for a house, but she spends it impulsively. She's out there buying purses and jackets, and trying to keep up with the Joneses. And she justifies it, right? She justifies how? Telling you, it's my money, I can do what I want with my money. And now your financial goals are derailed and you're stuck cleaning up her mess. She doesn't even want to contribute. Man, right? It's really all you can say. Now, what about this? When you're dealing with, you don't have structures. You don't have rules, and there's no foundation for growth. There's no long-term planning. These type of women live for the moment. They're prioritizing the fleeting desires over shared goals. You'll struggle to make plans and set boundaries because she views structure and control rather than she sees it as control. She sees structure as control rather than as a necessity for success. Let's say, for example, you suggest budgeting for a family vacation, but she dismisses it, saying, well, we'll figure it out later. Right? And when later comes, there's no money, there's no plan, there's no accountability, just excuses and arguments. These are real life situations. We can talk about the gaslighting and the manipulation, because women who reject accountability, they will weaponize modern narratives about independence just to deflect from criticism. They'll paint your responsible expectations as controlling or oppressive. This gaslighting can leave you questioning your own sanity and worth. Let's say, for instance, you ask her to communicate when plans change. Instead of acknowledging the validity of your request, she turns it around. You're insecure. You're inconsiderate. Why do I need to tell you everything over time? This erodes your confidence and makes you doubt your instincts. That's what they do. You make plans and then she adds on to the plans, or she changes the plans. And now you're responsible for that additional emotional cost and financial cost. And if you don't do it, it's your fault. Gaslighting. And then here's another thing. By tolerating this behavior, you stunt your own growth. Relationships are supposed to enhance your life, not hinder it. Every minute spent trying to fix someone else's doggone problems, who refuses to take responsibility, is a minute stolen from your own progress and your own happiness. You're stuck in a toxic dynamic. You see your peers building stable families and advancing their careers and achieving their dreams. Meanwhile, you're left spinning your wheels trying to make something work that was doomed from the start. Look, man, these modern narratives of independence has some women living a dangerous lie, okay? See, the relationships in their mind are about unconditional acceptance of their behavior, and they don't have any accountability. And this mindset is a recipe for chaos. It prioritizes ego over connection, selfishness over partnership, and pride over growth. And these women are not partners. They're passengers, expecting you to steer the ship while they enjoy the ride. If she refuses to acknowledge her flaws and communicate openly or accept shared responsibilities, fellas, let me tell you, boy, you better let it go. You better let it go. Don't waste your time on someone who wants the benefits of relationships without responsibility. The streets, she is for the streets. They are going to offer her the freedom she deserves. Okay, she doesn't have to have any accountability. That's where she needs to go. Now, the thing is, that also comes with consequences. It comes with instability, superficial connections, and eventual loneliness. But if that's what she chooses, that's what she chooses. You deserve a woman who understands that relationships are built on mutual effort and respect. Someone who values your leadership and appreciates your structure and contributes to the growth of the relationship. A woman who refuses these fundamentals, she isn't ready. She's not ready for a relationship. She's actively sabotaging it. So you need to set your boundaries, demand respect, and walk away from any woman who doesn't meet those standards. The alternative isn't just chaos. It's a slow, painful erosion of your peace, your purpose, and your potential. This is the Blizzard King with the cold, hard truth.
Dennis Sperling Podcast. Hit the like button, subscribe.